I know your Hornets are looking for a head coach, and former Lakers coach Frank Vogel has
Again,
come up in the conversation.
I want my Charlotte Hornets to stay as far away from Frank Vogel as possible. There's one coach that I want, and one coach only, Kenny Atkinson. That's the guy I really want.
Brock, thank you so much for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you both for having me on tonight.
How did the last car project get started, and how did it evolve into what it is today?
But the two drivers that I always had something to say about were the race winner and the last place finisher. And of course, everybody talks about the race winner. There's no shortage of that. And then I started to think, okay, well, maybe let's make this kind of the focus instead. You know, even this person maybe is like 8 laps down in 31st place, that person has a fan out there saying, yeah, I'm going for that guy.
What drew you to JD's story, and what do you remember about the process of putting that story together in the book?
I saw this name and I was like, and of course, you know, back then you Google it, you're trying to figure out more information, and there was so little information out there. How have I never heard about this? How is this new to me? I never heard him mentioned in a broadcast, never saw a documentary about him, never saw any books about him.
Another problem you've been very vocal about is full-time NASCAR Cup drivers racing in Xfinity and trucks.
I get the views of drivers. I thought Brad Perez, and again, I got to thank Ben on this. You know, I appreciate the discussion that he had with Brad Perez on this, because I thought it was a very good discussion. I thought he came out and justified his position very well. But I think it's such a flagrant flaunting of the intent of these rules to have, again, the last 2 series champions and the guy that's tied for the most wins this season, and put them in all these races where they're not new venues, they're not, not new races, and just put them out there and just say like, oh yeah, hey, we and have it sponsored by HendrickCars.com. I mean, that's what really set me off on this article. It's just like, well, why are they doing that now? And I get it's only like, what, 5 or 6 races? But that's 5 or 6 races that they just don't need to be there.